Good morning, guys. I'm a little bit early for a meeting today. It's in Kilkenny, so I'll take a few minutes to have a look at the interior of the Fiat 124. Let's have a gander in here, right? So as you can see straight off, it is a Mazda MX-5 inside. There's no real difference. You do get 124 Spider written on the ground down there, but basically everything else, even the door handles and stuff, they're all straight off an MX-5. Now I have to kind of fold myself up here to get in for a minute. Alright, because it's a bit small. But it's fine when you're in, but it's just a bit small from the outside. Now I have my cup of coffee outside, which is just over there, because the cup holders are supposed to be here. These are the doors, but there's nothing in them. So I don't know if they're an optional extra or what. There's a little cubby hole in here, and then if I turn the whole camera around and do that, another cubby hole in there, which is all very useful. There's no glove box over this side that I can discern, and so that's all your storage, right? Let's just close the door for a minute because it's a bit quieter then. So start stop is a button. Your start up, and then you see Fiat pop up on the screen here. That is actually a touch screen, and then you're presented with a Mazda system. That's all controlled from this little wheel here in the middle, which gives you a volume button as well. There's a radio there that's on. You also have heated seats inside here, which is quite nice. You need that on an old cold day when you open the roof. And speaking of which, open the roof is done by this giant handle in the middle here, okay? So I'm going to open, I'm in the petrol station here, so I'm parked up. So what happens is you push this forward, so you get a little red thing here, and then you pull that handle, and that releases all of that and lowers the windows a bit. And then you just push the roof down, and it goes click behind you. So you can literally do the roof from sitting in the car without ever getting out. And you actually put the roof up as well while sitting in the car. So if we go to this handle here, pull that, the roof pops up, and you go to the top here, and you close up the roof, like that. It's not all very straightforward. Now that's the best system I've seen of this. That's easier than electric. It's quicker than electric as well. You can put it up and down in a matter of seconds. And there is the Mazda. You can see the Mazda look of things in there, and even the kind of the touch controls here on the steering wheel are the same. Just put a Fiat badge in the center. I don't have any objection to that. I think it's a very clever idea. In actual fact, I think Mazda have been really clever to work with Fiat on this, because Mazda can increase their sales by the amount of chassis and engines and stuff that they sell to Fiat. Fiat can offer a Spider version out there without having the expense of going to having to develop a new chassis, and they get a really good working chassis and get a chance to put their own engine in it, because the engine is a 1.4 turbo that comes out of Fiat. They make their own engine for this. So they've all been very clever with this. Now all they have to do is get a few sales, and you'll start to see this car hit the road more often, because it is absolutely astoundingly beautiful. And I really, really like this. Don't really like the price in Ireland. I don't know what the price would be in your country, but I don't really like the price in Ireland. He's a little bit on the pricey side for what you get, since it hasn't even got sat-nav in it. But it does have everything else: air conditioning, heated seats, a convertible obviously, but only 2 seats. So it's not really that practical, but it does have a boot, a decent size yoke. The problem is there's no shopping bag hooks or anything sort of tie-down system in there at all to make it kind of useful for shopping. But it is big enough easily for suitcases and stuff. So it's not a bad looking boot. The roof down, obviously without being electric, it takes a lot less space in the boot. I really like it. I really enjoyed the car. It's actually going back today. So I pick up a different car today. So until the next time, see you on the far side.